Hello, Hogziller here again for part 2 of Honey, I Joined a Cult. In part 1, I overviewed the game and talked about its recent release. I went through all the options for setting up the game, and we got a basic setup going. So hopefully in this next part we can research some additional items. And if I look at my research here, maybe we can get some additional people. I don't know if that's going to actually happen. There's a lot of items to research, and we'd kind of have to jump levels ahead. But let's just go ahead and hop right into it here in part 2. So slow sledding initially. We just have people that are sitting in our House of Cool, and we have one person in the meditation studio. It looks like Amy Leaf did complete the maintenance room research, so let's go ahead and add that. These items will appear at time in the lower right hand corner, usually when one of your members is injured or there's some new major milestone in the game, like a new room. This one's just talking about search filters, which I kind of showed in my previous video. Let's just go ahead and I need this room to be a little bigger because there will be many upgrades to this room later. So you'd think you'd want to do just a small room now, but you don't want to do that. You want a slightly bigger room so that you can fit everything. So let's go ahead and add the flooring. So we need a cleaning cart, a tool trolley, and a workbench. I don't have enough people to cover maintenance room right now. I'll just take care of that when we increase our followers here. Talking about increasing the number of members in your cult, we have room for 4, so let's look at our followers. As they complete different therapies throughout the compound, that'll increase their recruit rating. And you can see everyone has a different value to get to like a recruitable level. And it'll show what their happiness is. If they're unhappy, they'll probably just leave even as a follower, and you'll have no chance of recruiting them. And then traits. Traits, these are always hidden for followers, unless you get the pool of revelations, which is many levels down the road in research, and we won't get to on this video series. But if you do have your follower complete the pool of revelation, what that'll do is it'll show all their traits plus what level they can go up to. So they might be very poor, person might be average, this person might be very good. Given that I have a 0 PR rating, odds are these are all very poor. They actually are, because I don't have the rating. Let's go ahead and see. We don't have any missions. I was going to see if I could increase that rating right away, but not going to happen. So now I'm trying to decide, do I want to go with PR missions? I think I do. This is always the debate I have, is do I do PR missions and then hop into these other items? I'm just going to go straight down each line, more than likely. So let's go ahead and research PR missions. You can see here, this person just used the vending machine here, my leader. and it costs 15. So getting the kitchen is key. We have 5 people using the meditation studio, but we are coming up on the end of the day, and what will happen at 2200 hours is, because you can set it here, is a meditation. Meditation is like a daily sermon for your cult members, and through that you get increased faith. If you don't hold your sermon for whatever reason, like the lectern is broken down, then you don't get the faith for that day. Too low of a faith, people start leaving, and it's a spiral from there. But we should have a sermon. Now, before this beta release branch, with the initial release of the game, it actually costed influence to hold a sermon. And you actually had to watch. There was actually a 5th item here in the House of Cool called Influence Impact or something like that. And it would be like a number like 40, 50. And with this public release branch, I see in the changelog, they've actually taken away where you need influence to hold the sermon, which, in my opinion, is great. That's, I think, a very positive item. I know I was struggling going up the research levels because I always had to try and keep enough influence to hold the sermon, and that influence number would always go up based on how many members were in your cult and how many, what quality they were. So let's go ahead and see these items that popped up. This is just letting you know that you can click the item in the lower left-hand corner to rebrand everything that we saw in part 1. Food-related injury, it's just saying that somebody goes injured. They're saying, hey, maybe you should upgrade your stuff, which you can't do. They know you can't do right now until you research it. And then what to do when they get injured. When your members, cult members, get injured, you can either just let it be, and they have a short-term decrease to their mood or some other item. So in this case, they dirty hands while eating. For the next 8 hours, their bladder reading will be decreasing 30% faster. So, I have an option. If you had an infirmary on site, you could send them there. That's many steps down the road too. I probably won't get to that, but then they'd go to bed, and then that rating or timeline, those 8 hours, would probably get cut down by 25%, and then that can get upgraded, that percent, further down the road by clicking this button here for heal injuries, but it says you do not have an infirmary. Or you could send them to the hospital, and it would cost 50 cents per minute that they're there. We're not going to do that. We're just going to take the 8-hour hit here. Let's just keep going here. This person's real close on being recruitable. They'll probably end up being our first maintenance technician. But now you can hear that chime. Slow it down here. But now they're having a sermon right now. Once the sermon is complete, it'll say what the quality is, what the capacity, how much influence it costed, which will be none. Actually, this field could probably go away, I think. But faith generated. That is how much faith did you get out of the sermon? 161. It depends on how many followers you have and the quality, and that'll be a higher number. It'll say what how much energy and mood. I haven't really figured these out just yet. Theme, that will come out of divine inspiration. You can actually change your sermons to be more towards the divine inspiration. And then it'll say here in the last 24 hours. How much money did you gain or lose? Faith, influence, PR, heat, and what your counts are, and what the overall happiness of the cult is. So let's go ahead, and we're just going to let this speed through here. You could, in theory, and I've thought about this maybe for later, is you could have like one person stay up and sleep during the day and be like the maintenance technician during the day, or be a cook, which will be another thing later and probably not in any of these video series, and work overnight on stuff like that. I really haven't thought of that. I just have everyone working the same schedule right now, and it seems to be working okay. So let's just go ahead, and they should be getting up here at 5 p.m. and I'm looking in the lower right hand corner. Okay, so everyone is up here. They're gonna take care of their needs. If there was a recreational room, they'd be going to the recreational room. That'll be actually here at the next item after PR missions. So we should be able to get to it here in this part of the video. So, nope, I accidentally clicked on the hotkey for move objects, but it says you need to keep a diary. Don't need to. It seems kind of a wonky thing. Let's go ahead. We can do PR missions. Let's go ahead and start researching Rec Room, and I'll talk about missions. So they just say here PR missions. We can make a name for ourselves. This is the way you actually get the better followers. So first mission here. I just want to see if there's somebody better I can send. I want to assign a member, and nobody has. I'm looking here. I'm looking here at these highlighted skills for this mission. And nobody has the appropriate skills. And what this I'm looking for then is if I select this person, I see that it still says a 0% chance of success. And what would happen is I wouldn't actually get the PR rating increase. I'd probably still get a heat rating, and the person could probably get arrested. And I don't want that. Once a person does a mission, they need a certain length of time to cool down, and you can see here Amy Leaf is in a it has almost 4 hours of cooldown time yet, and I'm gonna end up having to use Amy Leaf on this just because I need a better chance. But one thing I will mention while we wait here is if there was some kind of like easy, medium, or hard difficulty setting in the future, I would like to actually see this percent chance thing be to disappear on harder levels. I'd be fine with like an easy or medium, this percent chance still showing up. Maybe like on medium it would show like a color instead of a percent. Nope, leveling up. So Donnie's gain experience by performing tasks, skill points. So let's go ahead and just go through this, but just to finish that thought, so that way it would add a different component to the game, because I can just click here and just send the right people. I'm just going to finish this out quick, get this person going on PR. Okay, begin mission. It says 100% chance. So like if this was a medium level, I would suggest maybe this would be a green, and then it would be something like 0 to 25 would be red, 25 to 66 would be a yellow or an orange, and then maybe anything above 66% or 70 or some number would be a green. So it's not like right now I'm gonna hit begin mission, and I know I will get the PR influence here. And maybe then later with covert ops, if you complete the covert op, then it would show the number no matter what difficulty level you have. Just a weird thought I had about the game. But let's go ahead and look at the skill upgrades. So this person is the preacher. I have him set up as a high priority on preacher. I click on the room and I see that this skill will benefit by having bluffing for influence and public speaking for money. So if I go back to the skill points, I want to add 1 for bluffing and 1 for public speaking. In the first map I did, I just keep these numbers even, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, so on and so forth. What I've been doing in my latest map, and it seems to work a little better, and it definitely works better since they removed the sermon requirement, is I make this number, I'll do 1, 1 to start, then I'll do 2 on bluffing, or I'll do another 2 on bluffing to make this 3 and 1. Then I'll make this 4 and 2 by doing 1 in each. Then it'll be 6 and 2. And I'll switch off, making sure that the influence is a little more important than the retail. So that's what my philosophy right now is on how to apply these items. So you can see for Meditation Studio, it's empathy and retail. So I'm going to do 1 on empathy and 1 on retail. Secretary, this is one where it doesn't matter. You're going to want empathy and social, but both of them do the same thing. They increase your chance of recruiting followers, so you can just do an even number. So I already forgot bluffing and social. I almost did it on the wrong skill. Bluffing and social. So now priorities. There's talking. I already talked about setting up priorities. So you'll see that Amy Leaf is on this mission for the next 4 hours. This person is close to being recruitable. If they can get up to 280 here. And they are. So let's talk about recruiting people. First things first is you need a spot. So you can see I have 5 of 9. So that means I have room for 4 people. You could see this follower here. You could sometimes figure out what quality they're going to be by their current job. Like if they're a dentist or an astronaut, they're going to be a higher quality. But if they're like some of these are kind of funny to look at. Human litter bin, pretend helicopter, a water boiler. Somebody was a football. Backup escalator. You know these are going to be really bad recruits, and you're going to want to replace them later. But for the time being, having a member of the cult is better than not having them. And you click recruit, and they should decide to join. They join. Now I can make this person my maintenance technician. And eventually you will get it to where you'll have more members than rooms, and then some of them will be general, like fill-in people, or people you can use to send on missions. So just kind of keep that in mind as you go throughout. Let's go ahead and keep playing here. I'm just seeing, okay, this person will be getting probably tomorrow close. But now we're kind of in a lull here as our place just functions. I need to be able to research stuff, but I had to send my one and only person on the mission. So the mission is complete. So click on the item, mission complete, turn in. The person will not rejoin the compound until you click that turn in. So that's key that you don't let that, or else it'll just sit until you click that button. 100% chance of success. We got PR rating increase. We're up to 30. We got 8 points of heat, but then we were able to get 10 influence, 4 faith, and 168 XP for Amy Leaf. So you'll see Amy is coming back. So Amy was able to complete the rec room. Let's go ahead and build that recreational room. So this will provide some fun for the cult member followers, so they remain happy. So next item is Spirit Chamber. This will be another therapy room that people spend money at. So let's go ahead and hit research on it. This will cost 40 influence, as you saw there. I'm just trying to see how I want to arrange this. I think I might build out from here. I want to build this room a little... Whoa, we probably don't want to build it like that, though. We'll lose that wall. But here, I want to build this room bigger because there will be expansions to this. As there will be additional recreational items that will become available. So I'm just gonna add doors, add the room itself, and let's add some flooring to get there. Like I mentioned, you don't necessarily need this, but it does help guide the people to the right spot. I think they move a little quicker. Maybe that'll be something I'll have to look at researching. But let's go ahead and add dominoes, a Rubik's Cube, a slot machine, and a vinyl record player. And I'm building it in the corner like this because there will be a boom box over here that I'm going to eventually want to build. But for the time being, that's good enough. So another day is complete here on the game. We were able to add a few rooms. I'm not sure... Maybe we want to end it right here. But you can see the sermon has completed. I got another 169 in faith, so that's good. Missions will refresh at midnight every game. So I just like to take a look here. It's another level 1 mission. Those are usually easier, shorter. They can go up. At least I've seen them up to level 9. So then those require more people. You get more stuff out of it. So as our people sleep here, I think this is where we'll end this video. Um, and in the next part, we'll actually add some more rooms. We should be able to add some more rooms. I'll go over some more basics of the game. I don't want to play this for too long here. I just want to go over the basics of the game with you. So if you do like what you've seen in this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you have a question or want to share your experience about playing this game, leave a comment below, and please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in part 3. Bye.